All right, so Lofty had an update recently. They do this all the time. I feel like I'll go create a bunch of videos and do some training stuff, and then everything gets changed up. Kind of cracks me up. But navigation bar at the top. So what the goal is here is they're trying to get everything grouped into locations that actually make more sense. Because even in the past navigation one, there was a lot of stuff that you're like, why is that even there? Like it makes no freaking sense to me. So this one here, a little bit more organized. They did move some things around though. So normally you would see people at the top here. They're now got it called CRM, which that is your CRM. So there's your people, there's your segments, your tasks, and your calendar. Both of these were actually in a calendar tab over here. This is much, much better as far as how that goes. They should have your tasks and your calendar here. Your sales, that's your listings, showings, offers, transactions. It used to be transactions tab right here. So they group sales in here just to kind of make everything make a little bit more sense. Marketing, your emails, your text messages, your social studio, direct mail, lead gen, Lofty Blast, Lofty Bloom, brand awareness. So your marketing tab technically is the spot where everybody's or where Lofty's just trying to sell you more stuff, lead gen, all that kind of stuff, right? But your social studio, which is social media scheduler, is in there. Text messages and emails. These are more like your templates and stuff. Not necessarily sending out text, sending out emails, but like your automated emails, your templates, your structures of these, that's where you're going to find those. Content, it used to just say website at the top. Now it's content for websites, landing pages, Lofty Presents, Open House Form, and Design Center. Design Center and Open House Forms actually used to be in the marketing tab. Open House Forms, awesome. I got another video on that. Show you how to make one in like 30 seconds. Super, super quick. Design Center is literally like Canva built into your system. So it's going to allow you to create flyers, postcards, social media stuff, all that. Landing pages, awesome, awesome stuff right there. Anytime you add a listing to Lofty, it's going to create a landing page essentially for you already on the website, but you can do all kinds of stuff with the landing pages here. Automation, smart plans, auto property alerts, home reports, and text codes. These were all kind of scattered around the site here, but your smart plans are essentially your follow-up campaigns. Auto property alerts, you can set that up to where it just automatically sets people up on their property alerts. You can have it go out right away, or you can have it go 24 hours after. I recommend 24 hours after. If they've been on your site looking at properties, they do not need an email right this second with more properties. So I set that for 24 hours. I also set it for once a day in the morning because we just happen to get more open rates that way. Home report, this is awesome. This is an upgrade in the system. Lofty does give you 5 of these for free to try it out. It's essentially sending out home valuation reports once a month to the people. And do some research on the home reports. Check them out. They're awesome. And it does change. It's like $60 for 200 people. And then I think it's $100 for 400 people. And then it just goes up from there. But essentially, you just connect the lead to the address and it takes the rest from there. But the reports are awesome. It actually pulls from tax records and pulls from things. So it'll even show what their equity amount is, their interest rate, all that stuff, what they got left on the note, everything. It's a very, very cool thing. Text codes is awesome too. These are for sign writers. So these are like, hey, text home to this number to get information on this house. Sign writer. So you literally go get 15, 20, 10 sign writers. You create the codes in here with Lofty. You do have to have a dialer to be able to get the text codes and actually utilize the system that way. But when you have that, you create whatever text codes you want. I had somebody that was a Star Wars fan. They used like Vader, Yoda, Luke, Leia. It was kind of funny, but that was like their thing. I'm like, cool, I'm down. I love Star Wars. But all you do is you connect it to the property here on Lofty. And then when you move it to the next address, all you do is come in here and change the address. So the code and the number stays the same. You just move it around. You connect it to the property through Lofty. Somebody texts that code and it's connected to that specific property. It's going to send them the information to their cell phone. You just collected all of their cell phone information as well when they do that. It's awesome. Reporting, nothing's really changed much there. Marketplace, nothing's really changed much there either. Again, this is another spot to go buy stuff from them. Reporting is where you're going to be able to see who's got what on text responses, email responses, how fast you respond to calls as they come in, all that. The AI copilots, this is kind of new. They had this out in the last few months, but essentially all your AIs. So you have a social agent, you have a sales agent, and a copilot's overview. If you had to choose one of these, I would go with the sales agent. This is the one that's actually going to follow up with your clients and stuff for you and push people further down the pipeline. But social agent's awesome because it's going to help you come up with social media posts, create the graphics for you, all that stuff. Very, very cool. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. If you haven't been on Lofty or haven't been on for a while, maybe you had Chime when it was Chime, you got some additional things, a little additional menu on the side here. This entire dashboard is completely different. If you don't see this on your current one right now, it will be coming. So you can actually do some stuff like today's new leads. You can hit this little gear sign. Anywhere there's a gear sign, like right here, you can actually do some things to it, transactions. Keep in touch. You can get reminders for when people have birthdays coming up and stuff like that. You can also change it right here to just see weekly priorities or today's priorities. So that's a quick overview. I just wanted you to check it out, see what it was looking like all across the top and all the stuff that you can do. If you're looking for more information on Lofty stuff, we do handle build outs, we do websites, we do follow-up campaigns, we do everything all in between. We do all the training for it as well. And our school community is about to launch. So if you have any questions or anything like that, you can go to everettmarketingagency.com and check everything out right there. We lay it out on the website. You can also hit me up as well, and I can answer any questions that you have. Hope this was helpful. Have a great day.